Today on V8 Extra, we're back on the road and visiting Team Vodafone in Brisbane. 888 Race Engineering has rapidly become one of the most successful outfits in the history of the competition. Today, we'll catch up with team owner Roland Dane, team manager Adrian Burgess, plus champion drivers Jamie Whincup and Craig Lowndes. Yes, it's another special workshop edition of V8 Extra.
Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us. Yes, thanks everybody. We are back on the road once again. We're at Team Vodafone in Brisbane. V8 Extra Workshop Special. We love them, and we've got a live studio audience here today. Hi folks, nice to see you. Round of applause. We've got a great show lined up today. Larko's going to do a bit of jargon busting. We've got a very special Team Vodafone Pit Stop Challenge. More on that very shortly. And this place has been one of the most successful race teams in the history of Australian motorsport. So a couple of superstars to drop by as well. I can't do it without a sidekick. There's a bit of a showbiz flavour in the air for the full game show arrival. Please welcome Mark Larkham.
Hey, Ford fans. Hey, mate.
Hey, mate.
How are you? Felt like Tony Barber there.
You look like Tony Barber then. 8 seasons. What is now Team Vodafone, 888 Race Engineering. These blokes have had outstanding success. 4 Bathursts, a couple of championships, twice runner-up in the series. How do you define their success?
Well, mate, firstly, I'd say there's not a team in pit lane that wouldn't like to know how they do it. Now, we've had a good walk around here today, and there's a lot of organisational structure here, which I really like. I think that's part of it. But there is no silver bullet. You know, you walk around here looking for the tweak or something clever. Everything's clever, but there is no silver bullet. So I'd put it down to organisational structure. I hate to say it, Roland, but he does a good job at the top. And it filters right. It's an attitude thing.
Well, leadership's a very big part of it, so why not bring out the guy that's put all this together? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Principal Roland Dane. RD, thank you. RD, thank you. Thanks so much for having us. Wow, it's been an amazing ride. 2003, you arrived on the scene. Yeah. We knew what you'd done in the UK. It took a little time to build this thing, but boy, you've built a powerhouse now.
Funnily enough, Neil, I was thinking about it today. Actually, today's pretty much the 8th anniversary of when I sat down with John Briggs in Brisbane 8 years ago and came to a deal to buy the assets of his race team. But one thing that was evident to me from the beginning was that actually all the people who were there, and some of whom are still here today, there's nothing wrong with those people. It's a question of organising them, putting them in the right shape, giving them the right opportunity to succeed. So basically that's what we've spent the last few years doing.
Could I ask you a quick question about your role in the team, though, Roland? You've been very active on the pit lane. You said last year that you're going to step back from that. There's a bloke that looks awfully like you I've seen at race meetings lately in a Vodafone shirt. What is your role in the team now at events? I'm really interested to know.
Honestly, I have, and I think the guys will back me up on this.
They're listening, don't worry.
So, I've left them alone for the most part. There's been 1 or 2 extra sets at a couple of occasions, but I've left them alone. And all the success we've had this year is down to Adrian and everyone underneath him for carrying on what we've started out 8 years ago.
Well put.
It took a year and a bit to be able to put together this little puppy, and the guy that did it joins us now. Folks, put your hands together for Craig Lowndes. Hey, mate. Always good. Yeah. 7 consecutive seasons. Has he named a building after you around here, or one of the rooms?
Not yet. Actually, that's a good point. No. Look, it's been fantastic, and as Roland said, it stems from the top down, and we all get on extremely well. You guys have had a look around during the day with our normal day-to-day work life and everything else, and we all work harmoniously. We all get along, and we all actually have the same passion to drive to want to win.
You found a really happy home here. The early part of your career was clearly about the whole HRT thing. You went through potholes along the way. You've landed here, and you've found a serious home.
Yeah, you're one of the potholes.
Thanks. He used to be a friend of mine.
Yeah. Oh, look, it was. It was one of those things that when I was looking, obviously, for a new position. And of course, you know, when Roland was starting up and the team was really going through its 12 months of development and everything else, I wanted to be in Queensland. I wanted to find a team that we could build with, have that passion, the drive to want to win. And of course, it didn't take us long. You know, we've had some pretty tough times, but it didn't take long to finally get a victory. And of course, once you get a victory, like you know, you get that taste, you get the flavour, and it steamrolls. It just motors along.
Stay with us, boys, because we're going to get both of you back very, very shortly. But as we sneak off to the break, we'll wind the clock back and we'll have a look at the way this outfit, when it was called 888 Race Engineering in totally different livery, with the better electrical on the side of the car, put together its race debut back in 2003. Stay with us.
Holding off Paul Radicic in 65. Radicic was so emotional when he qualified first. New owners of the better electrical team, 888, give us more international presence in the V8 supercars. And Rad admitted to Rusty that he's been in the doldrums for a couple of years, and it was just a big moment for him to get that car up to the top of the timesheets and make it into the top 10.
Yes, here with that car. Just Johnson's flashed past him and it's dawdling on the way out. Problem here. Again, a front suspension problem. Remember, they had a problem earlier in the weekend.
Yeah, if you stop it there, then they'll come and put it on a flat bed, mate. That'll be it's a dangerous place, but it's better than being halfway through that dipper.
Welcome back. They were the tough days for the better electrical team, and 888 Race Engineering doing it tough back on lap 117. 2004 Bathurst, Paul Radicic, a dual World Cup champion in touring car competition way back then. What I would like to do now as I welcome you back is bring this bloke's sidekick out onto the floor. Please welcome Jamie Whincup. Hey, mate. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. What a year. You two are 1 and 2 in the championship. It's been an extraordinary start to the series.
Oh, absolutely. Very, very... it's been a crazy start. We've had battles coming left, right and centre, but somehow we end up halfway through. We're 1 and 2, but still a long, long way to go. And
it's been an amazing place for you, this organisation. 6 straight seasons. All 48 of your wins have come from here. Bathurst wins, championship wins, runner-up in the championship. It's been a happy hunting ground.
It has, and as you can see by the video, I let Lounsey iron out all the dramas in the first couple of years, and I come in when these guys were, you know, race-winning stuff. So I can't believe it. It's been 6 years now, but it seems like yesterday that I had that meeting with Roland.
And it came off the back of that fantastic drive that you had with Jason Richards back in 2005 at Bathurst. You did a mighty job. He told me way back then that if you look carefully, this bloke, you, was worth a second look, and clearly it's all history now and you've become one of the most successful blokes. 48 race wins right here.
Hey, you know, JR and I, we were confident going into the Enduros, but we certainly didn't expect a podium. So we were going as hard as we could, and it was a great day, and I think that led to an opportunity with one of the best teams.
It's been fantastic for you. Now, we get a lot of questions thrown at this program. In fact, one on screen at the moment from Greg Smith, Lake Cat-Eye in New South Wales, and he wants to know what this whole water break thing is about. We've been jargon busting on the show in the recent past. Before I go to Larko, just have a quick look at this.
For me. Nothing gives me a lane, mate. All tyres are done, waiting on fuel. You'll be good to go once we drop you. Get that brake water involved, thank you. Away you go.
So, water and brakes, hardly two words that go together well, but they do work well in V8 supercars. Now, Jamie Whincup's car, this is the car he drove at Townsville. These are about 1.5 tonnes by the time you put a driver and fuel load in them. So to pull them up from 250, 260, 270 k's an hour to 60 k's an hour takes an enormous amount of energy, creates a lot of friction and a lot of temperature. That disc there, you'll get to 900 plus degrees centigrade at its face. So how they deal with that with the water, as we saw in the vision there, they've got this little system here, high pressure water, there's regulators, pumps and what have you. Quick release in the pit stop, on it goes, bang, that's connected via hose. Into the boot, here near the fuel cell, there's another little cell here, 20 litres of water. Now, that's not compulsory, you don't have to have it, most teams do. Now, that water comes out of there via pumps that are activated by either the engineers programming it into the computer based on brake stops, or by the driver's brake foot on the pedal, or foot on the brake pedal, how's that? Or even temperature related. And what that does, brings water down into here. Now, firstly, you remember, I've shown you before the brake ducts. The air comes in the front here. Right, now if I grab one of these brake ducts, here's one, that's what it looks like. Okay, so that attaches to the front of the car. Air flows through there into this device, right, which is connected onto the back of the brakes here, back of the upright. Now, this is the trick. In here is this little device, this little nozzle, okay? So the water is misted and flows onto the disc. Now, if you go back to Townsville a couple of weeks ago, we had Jamie coming in, I think it was about lap 23, and they filled it up, you saw there, with 20 litres of water. So it's about a litre of a lap. Now, I know there's about 4 big stops at Townsville, so it works out about that every stop of the brake. So it's quite a lot of water. Now, here's Jamie's disc. This is off the front of the car. In fact, he did particularly well to drive on this disc. That is absolutely had it. Now, you can imagine if that water didn't take 40 degrees out, which is about what it does, that would have gone right over the edge. So well done, Jamie, there. Seems to me a hell of a lot of time, money and engineering to drop 40 degrees out of 910 or 920, but well worth it.
Thanks, Larko. That clears up the whole water brake process. We'll take a break on V8 Extra. When we come back, we've got the Team Vodafone Pit Stop Challenge. These guys are going to play a slightly different role in this process, and we'll go to the break with CL having a win back in 2005 at Eastern Creek, picking up this glassware. Stay with us.
But it is Craig Lowndes' day. Eastern Creek is his, and Lowndes is back.
Very proud Triple Eight race engineering team. Lowndes back in the victor's circle.
Unbelievable. I mean, we were so tense in there, but I'm really glad. I thought that we should be winning races this year, and we are.
Remember this young guy, Jamie Whincup. The Gold Coast-based Victorian sends the Ford fans into a frenzy. Whincup wins for the first time. Well done, young man. That will be a day he will never forget.
Win number 1 for J-Dub, for Jamie Whincup. He's now got 48 of those, as I said a bit earlier. He's not going to forget today either, because it's time now for the Team Vodafone Pit Stop Challenge. On my right, Team Manager Adrian Burgess. Nice to see you, Adrian. Thanks for joining us today. Congratulations on last year's effort. You've jumped camp and you've made a ripper start to the new season.
Yeah, just got to keep it going and do it again, back to back.
Now, we're going to reverse the polarity. We're going to change everything, because normally around this time of the year we start thinking enduros. We see Craig and Jamie doing their stuff, and we see you and Roland and other team execs putting the pressure on the drivers. The pressure's on you today. Roland's sitting in the car. You're geared up in the fire suit. You look very handsome, I might mention. And a couple of lucky winners have earned, the opportunity to join us as well. We've got Shane and Bradley. This is Bradley. And Craig is the captain of the team.
The winning team.
The winning team.
Winning team.
Jamie's the captain of the opposing team. Larko is the timekeeper, so it's totally dodgy. And Lotteries and Gaming will be looking at this for sure. And Shane's there as well. Roland Dane is in. Now, we've got the Vodafone bell to do the driver change. It's an in and out, so you blokes basically all sorted to do this. Are we going to be able to do it without hurting somebody? Are we set, ready, and go? Go!
You're out.
My foot's stuck in.
I thought it was your wallet. Yeah, mate, put the belt down.
Belt on.
And done. How long?
20.98.
Not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
Not
good.
bad.
20.98.
Little way to go before they get a gig at Bathurst, though, isn't there? Oh no! We've got.
That's right. I'll take my protest back now. That didn't matter.
Motor racing is dangerous. It says on the back of the ticket. So, are you going to go the other way now, or is that you out of the game? You set? You ready? I wish my bell would work. Are we set to go here?
Where are you?
You're in the way, Jamie.
You're over here.
I'm here.
There we go. I'm the driver.
Are you set? Ready? And go.
we go.
It's a shocking bell.
That's it. Watch your head. Watch
your head.
Watch your head. Yeah, that's it. Drag him out. Get in. Yeah, you're in. Belts are on. Yeah. Hey, belts. Come on, belts are on.
Now, tell you what. A good pit stop at Bathurst is 14 seconds for a driver change. 13.5.
Oh, yeah. Anybody around here own a race team? You can sign up a deal. Righto. You can recover and we'll take you off to first aid now, Roland. We'll get Adrian and Craig in and joined by Bradley.
Yep, you're in.
Yeah. Medic!
Righto. Get the medic. Righto.
Yep. So you can hang on to it. Just leave it there. Perfect. Seatbelts are on.
All
Here
set?
we go. All set?
Craig is the captain of the team. Adrian Burgess is the team manager. And Bradley is in the hot seat. You blokes ready to go?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, the driver assistant's a bit brutal. Oh, no.
You know what about the race car, they'll fix it.
Belts.
Belts.
Go, shut off.
Go.
16 seconds.
Whoa,
16
pressure's on.
seconds.
What's that?
16.
See, not as quick as me.
But they still got all their skin.
Damn side cheaper.
Righto, other way around. You good to go?
Yep.
You blokes sorted? Here we go. Set. Go.
Yep. There we go.
Jet.
Belts. 12 seconds.
And the winners, Adrian Burgess, Craig Lowndes and Bradley Stretton. We'll take a break on V8 Extra. Bail us out of this chaos, please. As we go to the break, let's celebrate Craig Lowndes' win back in 2006.
This weekend has been all about farewelling the great man, Peter Brock. 10 years in the waiting. Lowndes and Whincup do it. That is an incredible motor race.
job, mate. Unbelievable.
And Campbell Little is in tears. Lowndes has done it on the day he farewelled his friend.
Let the party begin for Jamie Whincup because he's the champion. And he celebrates with a big slide across the line here at Oran Park.
That was a very big moment. This young guy, Jamie Whincup, Oran Park, 2008.
Now, Craig, I've got to ask you, 4 Bathurst wins with this team, including the last one with Scaife. Now, for us, he's unbearable. He tells us how he tunes your car when he goes and drives with it. What role does he play in the team with you? Is he trying it on a bit?
No, he's actually quite an integral part of the whole team. And, of course, when Jamie and I weren't able to pair up again any time, that obviously you're looking for another person that you're really compatible with, everything else. Of course, Neil wasn't available, you weren't, and of course then I had to go the other end of the commentary box. So, yeah, it's Scaife and I get on really well. Our driving style, our driving positioning, everything inside the car is very identical.
I'm interested to ask both of you what's next. You've done a little bit of stuff overseas recently, and Jamie, you've done so much succeeding here in Australia. I just wonder whether there's anything that beckons overseas for you.
Well, hey, it's a tough question, Neil. And at the end of the day, we just focus on what we're doing here. You know, we're in the heat of the battle. Still got a long year to go. There's been a lot of talk about what I'm going to do in the future, but at the end of the day, with the announcements of the category going overseas and doing all that fun stuff, it's a great place to be. It's one of the best motorsport categories in the world, and it's one I want to be involved in.
And you, Craig? Because you've expressed an interest in Le Mans, for example.
Yeah, well, that's been there all from day dot. So I'd love to go back. Yeah, we've ventured into Germany, done some stuff at the Neutzleifer, which is an amazing track, 22-kilometre circuit. It's like Bathurst, but 3 times long. And when you go to a track like that, it gives you that buzz to go and do other things. But as Jamie said, this is the primary category, and of course it's growing all the time.
Good to see the enthusiasm still there. Going to ask you a curly one, Jamie. You spoke earlier in the show about that early discussion you had with Roland when really, things weren't happening for you. They've happened since you've come here. Don't want to know how many dollars you're on anymore, mate, but how many dollars were you on back then? For every young bloke, you tell us about that first discussion.
Yeah, well, hey, money was the last thing we discussed. At the end of the day, back then, all I wanted to do was be in a quick car and you guess what teams are doing what. And Lowndes had a couple of wins, had awesome form towards the end of 05. I'm like, that's the team I want to be with. We'll worry about the dollars later, but it was just enough to get food on the table.
25
each night.
grand.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, good.
Very quickly, short answer from both of you. What's the secret to the success here? Why is the place so good?
Hey, for me, it's a combination of a lot of things. There's no one particular area that makes Team Vodafone so strong. It's obviously the people that all have one goal, and we all want to win. We have a lot of fun off the track, but at the end of the day, we want to win.
Super quick from you?
Yeah, it's just the team. It's the whole team. It's not one element. I think that stems down from the top.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to spend time with you guys here today. Thank you very much. Folks, have you enjoyed yourself? We've even drawn blood on V8 Extra. It's been very, very special. Look, we hope you've enjoyed the program. The next time we go V8 supercar racing, well, it's down the road slightly because it will be the Coates Hire Ipswich 300. Big event, new format for 2011. Very much looking forward to getting back on the road mid-August. You can see the details up there on screen. Our next V8 Extra, well, that's next weekend. We're off to Bowden's Collection here in Queensland, a fascinating collection of some of the most extraordinary metal in Australasian motorsport. Make sure you can be with us for that one. And coming up next on 7, the Auto 1 V8 Utes, round 4, and that's right here on 7. That's it for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Look forward to your company again next week. Bye from Team Vodafone. Bye for now.